And so when we say we don't want to be prominent because God is the only one that should be prominent in our lives, we say, I want to be significant. I don't really want to be prominent. What's interesting about that is that we are saying that there's already that position is occupied in our life. We're not going to give it up to anybody. We're going to give it up to God, and nobody else is going to get that prominent position. And it's really important that we understand that you're not choosing the path of least resistance. You're really not. When you say, I want to live significantly under God's prominence, you're not choosing the path of least resistance. You're not choosing the easiest road. You're actually choosing the harder road. And I hope that doesn't discourage you this morning, because it's much more blessed to be significant under God's prominence than to try to be prominent as Moses did in the first part of his life. During those first few years when Moses was raised in the palace and he was raised by Pharaoh's daughter and he was a prince in Egypt, he was the prominent one. We see it expressed in so many ways, and one of them is when he finally took matters into his own hands and killed that Egyptian that was beating one of his Hebrew brothers. What we find interesting about Moses is that somewhere between that incident and the moment when God meets him in the desert in front of the burning bush, everything changed. And Moses suddenly said, I get it. You're a prominent God. I'm significant. I get the opportunity to be significant within your prominence. I get to be a part of what you're doing. I'm not going to ask God to be a part of what I'm doing.